Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today we are going to talk about the finale of our winter edition of our little community project Use It Up. So this one was about 2 months long. It had 12 products plus a bonus item, which I hope was enough time for you all to get through your things. It really wasn't something that I had all the kinks worked out when I first started, but as I was getting close to using up the products, I just landed on this date as my exactly 2 months from the first video. So I think that'll be about how long we do these for. We'll either do 2 or 3 months. Let me know down below if you have a preference because this is a community project. So if you guys would like a little bit longer of time, I can kind of adjust to make that happen. But I just wanted to quickly go through what I got through. Did I get through everything? You shall find out soon. And as always, leave me a comment down below to let me know if you guys got through your products that you chose for the winter edition. Now I've already uploaded and I'll link it, the spring version. So that's our new categories, the products. I have a little bonus in there, a little challenge. So we may extend that one 3 months, but I was done using up my products, so I was ready to move on. As I said in that video, and I'll repeat here, if you're still using those first set of products, those can continue on into the spring edition. Only add what you feel comfortable wanting to get through in your collection. But I just think this is so fun. I do plan to do this at least for the full year, and I want feedback from you guys because I think it's fun to do it together to encourage each other. I can tell you that I love the support you give each other in the comments. I read everything. I try to comment on everything. And when you guys are chatting with each other and encouraging and supporting, I just think it's really awesome. So thank you guys so much for participating and being supportive down there with each other and me, of course. I really appreciate it. So let's jump in. So let's remind ourselves of our winter categories. So the first category was 2 Christmas body care items. And for that, I had chose 2 moisturizing body washes in Christmas scents. I have shared um, some of these in an empties video, but now I'm going to share the rest with you. So the first one I had picked was Vanilla Bean Noel Confetti Moisturizing Body Wash. I didn't really feel like the confetti did anything for me, but the scent was pleasant. Vanilla Bean Noel, I feel like they need to go back to the drawing board. There have been better formulas. I don't feel like last year's or this year's was their best version. But I did enjoy this just fine in the shower as a base. I was able to put a lot of different body care over this scent because it wasn't overly strong or long lasting. I do prefer the moisturizing body washes over shower gels, but I feel like the shower gels give you more scent. So what I do a lot of times is I pick one of each and I use a little bit of both. And that way I get a lot of scent, but I love the feel of these. So let me know down below if you have a preference too. Now in this project, I'll be honest, I didn't cut a lot of stuff up to dig in. That may just be something that I do only when the product is something I absolutely love or I don't have a backup of. I do plan to incorporate it, but again, I have such a collection that this felt like a good empty to me. So as you can see, there's just a tiny bit accumulated at the bottom. I could, of course, cut, but I just don't want to deal with all that in the shower. Call me lazy, I know. I think it's so enjoyable when I watch empties videos and I see all the products cut and every little bit scooped out. But as I've shown you in all my collection videos lately, I have a lot to get through. So that's just something that I'm going to evolve with over time. But I also used up a Magic in the Air. Now this version this year was 2020. It starts with a 0. You can tell that by this barcode up here. The very first number is the last digit of the year. So if it was a 9, it'd be 2019. This is a 0. This is 2020. This smells like Magic in the Air to me. This year's version in the faceted package did not smell like Magic in the Air to me. I just didn't love it as much as I shared in like a declutter video. So I used this up, but I really enjoyed it. This, I'll read the notes on. It's almond flower, sparkling persimmon, white iris, whipped vanilla bourbon, fluffy sandalwood. It just was so like sweet and perfumey and delicious. And this is the packaging that I had the mist in that I really, really enjoyed. So those are gone. So category 1, we used up our products. Okay, category 2 was 2 bakery scents. Now, I feel like in winter time when it's colder, it's very much easier for me to use bakery gourmand scents on the body. Sometimes in the summer, those scents can be heavier, and I just prefer fruity, bubbly, effervescent scents. My words are not coming to me today, as we can tell. Sorry. So I did specifically add a couple into the winter edition that I just thought it would be the best time for me to use them. So the first one up was a strawberry pound cake moisturizing body cream. Oh, this is the Ultra Shea body cream. And I did just squeeze out every little bit I could. I really enjoyed mixing this with the lemon drop martini and the vanilla cake sprinkles. It was like a strawberry lemon cake pop. It was delicious. We all know the notes on this one. I didn't cut this up. It was turning quite yellow, and it was leaving a little bit of a yellow tinge to my skin. So as you can see, I just squeezed out as very much as I could. I know there's still a little bit in there, but I feel like I got my money's worth out of this. So we are going to call that empty. And then I also had put a pumpkin cupcake shower gel in this edition, and this is really nice. It's a light scent, so it's not heavy. Like, it's not heavy fall. I was worried that this was one of the last products I went to use, and I was like, oh, it's getting warmer. I don't know if I'll love this, but this is a light scent. It's mostly cupcake and like a buttercream frosting more than the pumpkin spice, but the notes are whipped buttercream, pumpkin spice, and vanilla cake batter. This was kind of really heavy on the vanilla cake batter, but again, mixing very well with a lot of things in my collection. So category number 2, we used everything up. Okay, let's go on to number 3, was 2 lotions or body creams. I put this in my winter edition because at the time, before I really was going through everything and decluttering, my body cream collection is like completely out of control. I have like 10 lotions and like 70 body creams. That is a lot. I decluttered now. I feel really good. I have a mixed between gourmand scents, fresh and fruity, and I showed you all my drawer system in the collection video. None of them are overly full now, so that makes me happy. In this particular edition of our Project Use It Up, I had chose to use up a body cream Sunshine Mimosa. I have a backup of this one. This is bright bubbly champagne and fresh citrus. I did cut this up for science, and I'm actually glad I did, because now I think I cut up like pink watermelon before. I knew there was quite a bit left in there. I probably still had 2 uses to, like, I do like chin to toe moisturizing body cream after a shower. So again, that's why I'm picky about, like, if it's too yellow, I know it's not bad, but like it leaves a yellow like tinge to my legs, and I wear a lot of like calf leggings, so I just really want to be able to work the product in. A lot of times too, like if I use Bodycology, they're really white casty, so there will be, I mean, once it soaks in, it's gone, but at first I'm like, I don't love that. So that kind of also determines whether I cut an item up. But I was really happy to do so with this one because, again, it reminded me of how much product is left in there. So that is a tip for you if you just really want to be diligent about using up your products. But that is completely used up. And then I also used up this one, which, again, I think I've shared. I didn't cut because as I was using this up, I mean, this is just air in here, and I really can't squeeze any more out when I push it. But again, I know if I opened it, there would be a little bit left in here. But the packaging of this had this really pretty, like, forest snowflake scenery. All that glitter comes off on you and gets into your lotion, and it was just not my favorite. So I'll be more aware of that when, packaging, when I'm looking at it, like, okay, if it gets a little, because again, I keep one of these in my bathroom so that I can use it right after a shower. It could have been just the humidity of the shower causing that packaging to break up a little bit. So I'm not upset about it, but it was the reason why. Like, here looks crazy today. It's so windy and stormy here in Kentucky, but that is the reason why I did not cut this up. I was happy to get down to the last squeeze because I had glitter mess everywhere, and you can see the packages is like coming off in certain spots. Yeah, that was all over my body. So I used this up. So for category number 3, the 2 lotions and body creams, we are all used up. And then category 4 was 2 items you bought in 2020. Now, I was just trying to, again, at the beginning of my declutter series, I wasn't sure how old certain things in my collection were. So as I was making this up and pulling products, I was like, okay, I feel like 2020 confidently would be some of the oldest things in my collection. And I was pretty spot on. I had found a couple things with a 9 in that little serial number at the top, but I had used up this moisturizing body wash because I had bought like 3 of them. This is a champagne toast, which you guys know is a scent I absolutely love. So I have a lot of different versions of this in different packaging, but this was a 2020 product that I used up. Loved it. Love this in the shower in the morning. That like tangerine and the berries just like wakes me up. And I love the champagne. This layers with a lot of the body care that I prefer. So that was easy to use up. I didn't cut it again because I have so much to go through, but you could cut this up, scoop out at least another use out of here probably. But I squeezed mine onto like a loofah. So I didn't really know how to do that. I'd have to like dig in and put it on my loofah. I just didn't want to deal with that. But as you can see, it's pretty well used and loved. Again, the packaging was coming off on this a little bit. So I saw it on my loofah, I saw it on me, but I'm in the shower with water. So like you can rinse that off. So that's not as big of a deal as like when your hands have lotion all over them and you're trying to get rid of the glitter. It wasn't fun, but used that up. And then I also chose to put a lemon drop martini body cream in this project. Again, this packaging is see-through, so you can see a little tiny bit of the lotion, but not much at all. And even at the base, it's not like full. It would probably be another use in there, but we're calling this done. This is really nice. So this has nothing to do with like a drink to me. This is like more like sweet lemonade or limoncello. I didn't ever get that body care, but it's just a nice sweet lemon scent. So again, a perfect mixer for some of these other fruity scents. You can make a lot of different fruity lemonade scents if you like to do the mixing or the blending. I really enjoyed doing that with this, and it was very easy to use up. So now that it's gone, I kind of miss it already, but they'll come out with something else just as good. I'm sure of it. Okay, so then category 5 was 2 items not from Bath and Body Works. So if you watch a lot of YouTube here, you probably see a lot of like affordable hauls, TJ Maxx hauls, and things, and we can kind of start to accumulate other brands, not maybe as heavily as our Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret, but they don't get as much love. So I put this category in intentionally so that we could make sure we're giving something other than Bath and Body Works some love. So I chose to use up this set from Bodycology. This is the sweet apple cider. It has like notes of just crisp apple. It's made with fresh apples and mulled spices. It was a very like apple cinnamon cider scent. The mist was nice. It was like apple shampoo smelling to me. And again, like you can see, there's the tiniest little bit in there, but it quit spraying. I would use this almost every night. It's just like a nighttime scent. I don't do like scent of the night all the time. I'll just use something in my bathroom. This one I didn't cut up because this left a white cast on my skin. Even when I would like really try to work it in, I still felt like I had some of that on. So I had to like figure out how little to use, how much to use. It didn't seem to matter. It's just a very, very white cream, but I did get out every little bit that I could. So I figured that's good enough. And I'm happy that I got to try a full set because if I didn't put it in this project, I probably would have just left this in the back of the drawer. I will maybe repurchase if scents are really popular or coming out, but this is not a body cream that I recommend. It's okay. I just do prefer Bath and Body Works or even Victoria's Secret are a little runny and less moisturizing, but don't leave that white cast. And again, it did rub in eventually, but it just seemed like it was work. So I'm happy to have these gone. So category number 5, used up both products. And then the very last category, because we started this project right around the time of the winter sale. So I wanted to put 2 brand new things in the project. And my reasoning was a lot of times when we get that new stuff, as soon as it gets put away, it's forgotten about. So I decided to use a couple more shower gels. I put a lot of shower gels in this one. And to be fair, that may be why I went through my product so quickly. I can use up a shower gel a week if I'm really trying. You know, I use these to like shave my legs and things like that. Sometimes I take a morning and a night shower if I work out. I wash my hair every day, which is probably why it looks so greasy, but so I'm in there all the time. But this next project, as you could see from my spring preview, I did really try to incorporate a nicer mix of products, but I was able to get through these really quickly. These were the 2 shower gels I picked up from SAS. This year I really went in on the shower gels at SAS because I didn't have a collection, I felt like, but now I really have a lot. So I used up a Midsummer Dream, which this would be a perfect spring scent too. This is salted pear, fresh nectarine, and seaside lily. I really love this scent, so I could use it any time of year, and you can use your products whenever you want to. But this was really nice in the shower, especially in the morning. It is a nice, like, awakening, refreshing scent, with a little bit of sweetness, so it doesn't just smell like citrus. But I just really like this. I had a backup, so I wasn't really worried about using it, but I really liked this scent a lot when it came out. Like right away, I was like, "Ooh, this is so for me. This is one of my favorite fresh scents." And then pink watermelon, because as you guys saw, I went a little pink watermelon ham on sass. So I used up a shower gel. This to me does not smell like dewy aloe, but I'm smelling dewy aloe in other products, and I can tell you that if that's the biggest or the strongest scent you find in this product, you probably wouldn't love it. But to me, it just smells like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, and I really love it in the shower. And this is so strong. So this lasted. I really had to kind of watch what I was layering. Like I couldn't go in with like strawberry pound cake because then I had this weird fruity bubbly with a heavy gourmand. So that's okay, but just know that this is a strong scent. So you have to be a little bit more aware of what you're mixing, or you can kind of be like, don't love. Now, if you remember in my update in February, I threw in a couple of products that I found again as I was going through my collection that were almost gone. So I used up this set of champagne toast. This was fun because it was like I can't remember the notes. Let's see. Oh, it's on here. They were a little bit different. So let me give you an example. So this version of champagne toast has bubbly champagne, sparkling berry, juicy tangerine. And this set, which came out, I think it was like a Christmas or it might have been like a winter sass set, but this has pink champagne, black currant camboard, sparkling nectarine, and sugared musk. It was a little different. I really enjoyed having it. Now I've told you guys, Erin picks me up a set of this every year for Christmas, so I always have backups on backups. So I was happy to get a whole mist and a whole body lotion out of my collection, but these were way down there, and I was just savoring them because it was a little bit different. But overall, it was still just kind of like how we look at Tutti Frutti jelly beans or Tutti Frutti candy as being similar to champagne toast. This was similar enough. It wasn't like I thought I was smelling something different, but it did have a mix of notes. So I was holding on to just the littlest bit. And like you see, I didn't cut this up, but it doesn't have a lot left in there. So again, you do get more out of a product when you do that. I totally think it's super cool to do, but I don't do it with everything. Just keep repeating that. Okay, and then my bonus item, which I'm not sure if everyone participated, but I had put in a lippy because I have so many chapsticks and lip masks and everything that I thought I want to be intentional and use one up. So I picked, and this was a brand new product, and I used it up in 2 months. So I'm pretty proud of that. I used it a lot. I put it in my living room. It was on a bookshelf. So every time I would go back here to mess around, I put it on. A couple hours later, after I ate, put it on. So having it in a place where I was going to see it more than in my purse or even in this room, I felt like I was going to use it, a little bit easier. But as you can see, I scooped out quite a bit. I went way past the little plastic thing. So then I was actually just taking my finger and scooping it out, and it's pretty much gone. There's a tiny little bit in there, but I'm calling that a done product as well. So overall, I used up everything. That was why I was ready to move on. I want to know down below, have you guys used up everything from that first project? Are you ready to move on? Do you want more time? Take more time. Update me in the comments when you can. And I'm pretty proud of this. And it was really helpful to have you guys along for this one, because a lot of times if I don't have a plan, I have really good intentions, but I don't follow through. So this was all because of you guys. I knew I was going to make another video, so I just kept on these products, but it wasn't in a way where I didn't like using them. I use other things. As you know, I got a lot of the Champagne Brunch collection, and I got some of the new scents, so I try those as well. But in conjunction, I was able to use up quite a bit of stuff, and I was pretty proud of that. So here we go. We're going to start our spring edition. I've already started like mixing those products. I've put some at my office, in my purse, in my bathroom, in my bedroom. So I have new products out to use, and I will update you on all of that in April. But let me know down below, have you used up your stuff from the winter edition? Are you joining me for a second round in the spring? I want to do a video at the end just showing everything that we used up in the project. So I hope you guys join me for spring, summer, and a fall edition as well. But thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble on forever. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, and I will see you in a video probably tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.